Hello and welcome to another update video about XDC. XDC continues to be in this descending wedge pattern that we've identified already a few weeks ago. We talked about this upcoming correction and expected prices in this region here. And I highlighted in previous videos that in such a wave 2 correction here, after a potential 5-wave move up in a wave 1, that in a wave 2 correction in such an ABC structure, we normally want to see price get to at least the 50% retracement level. And that's where we are now at 5.1 cents, which is that 50% retracement level. Now you can see that volatility is going smaller and smaller. It's reducing. Price is getting into the apex of this descending wedge pattern. It's going to be very interesting over the next week or so to see if price can turn around here and break to the upside of the wedge. Now that XDC has reached the 50% retracement level, I'd be very open to the idea that a low could be made here, but price needs to confirm that by first of all breaking to the upside of the wedge. A break of the wedge pattern typically leads to a rally to the beginning of the wedge. Well, in many cases at least, that would be around 8 cents. Then we need to see how the structure develops, because I have to be honest with you, this doesn't look entirely finished to me. I would prefer if we see a more extended correction. So after a 5-wave move up, this move down could just be the A wave of the wave 2. We then get a B wave and come down once more in C. That is typically what we'd like to see, a more extended and clearer 3-wave structure. But I mean, I cannot rule out that, as I labeled it here, that the wave 2 is already over here at the 50% FIB level. But what I can tell you is a break to the downside of the wedge, that would have quite bearish implications. Ideally, we want to see a break to the upside and will then determine based on the structure if this is just a B wave rally or already the third wave. In a third wave, we need to see price break above the 10-cent level. That's an important psychological resistance level. So I'm very open to the idea that the overall low could be in, but we will get a decision very, very shortly because, volatility is getting smaller and smaller. That typically comes just before a significant move. It's also hit the 50% FIB level, but I don't see any reaction right now, okay? So we need to see some kind of a reaction to the 50% level to see that the price is respecting it. A break below that, it could just follow the wedge pattern. But as I said, a break below the wedge, it would have some bearish implications. It wouldn't really fit in. Best would be to see some kind of a reaction to the upside, ideally a B wave or the third wave already. Now there is a resistance area we can add to the chart if price moves higher in a B wave. And let me just stretch out here this. So if we see something like this, so that this was just an A wave, price is moving up in a B and comes down in C. I'll highlight that in a different color, maybe blue, light blue. Then resistance for the B wave would be between 6.9 cents and 8.2. So that already gives us a hint that if price can break above 8.2 cents, it's most likely already a third wave, because the B wave should ideally get rejected in this region. Now, it's not guaranteed, but this is sort of a common standard resistance area for the B wave, at least the first line of resistance for wave B. A substantial break above it would indicate that we are already in a third wave rally. So that means if we go higher, I will first watch if we see a rejection here. And if not, I will start to assume it's a third wave rally. But I would also like to see a confirmation that the price can break above the 10-cent level. But for now, either way, I cannot confirm a low is in place yet. But this is certainly the time and the moment when we want to be watching for potential lows that could form here in this particular region. But for now, we have to just follow the trend, which is at this stage still down. It's just that, as you can see, whenever the price is getting into such an apex, there's typically going to be some nice volatility that follows it. And ideally, in a wedge pattern, a descending wedge would indicate that the price plans to break to the upside. That's my update about XDC. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.